The man's body slammed repeatedly against the walls as the space around him shook violently. This went on for 10 minutes, pushing his body to its absolute limit before finally coming to a stop. When he managed to stand up, he was completely dumbfounded. His belongings were now floating in midair. The scene before him was beyond anything he could comprehend. Was this some kind of alien base? He quickly located the radio he had brought with him, but all it produced was a constant stream of static. Determined, he tried switching to a different signal source, hoping to leave a distress message in the slim chance someone might respond. However, he realized he had forgotten his own communication number. Luckily, there was a note on the ceiling's radio system. Grabbing his binoculars, he examined it closely and jotted the number down on the floor. Just as he finished writing, the radio unexpectedly came to life. Overjoyed, the man couldn't believe his luck. Someone had called so soon. Hope surged through him, but his excitement quickly turned to frustration as he realized he couldn't reach the radio. Desperate, he took off his shoe, intending to knock the device down. To his dismay, the shoe mysteriously stuck to the radio, as if it had been magnetized. His anger boiled over as he stared helplessly at the radio, so close yet completely out of reach. But before he could devise another plan, the room began to change again. This time, he noticed frost forming on the walls, spreading rapidly. The temperature plummeted, and he rushed to grab the clothes hanging on the wall. Moments ago, the room had been a blistering 50 degrees Celsius, and now it had plunged below freezing. Even after putting on every piece of clothing he could find, the cold was unbearable. His body trembled uncontrollably as he collapsed to the floor, curling up in a futile attempt to stay warm. The freezing temperatures overwhelmed him, and before long, he lost consciousness. He didn't know how much time had passed, but eventually, the intense cold began to subside. When he woke up, barely clinging to life, he realized he had survived, for now. Just then, the radio crackled again, its sound cutting through the silence. The man scrambled to his feet, eager to grab it, but the room shifted once more. This time, the walls began to rotate, and he suddenly found himself weightless, unable to control his movements in the zero-gravity environment. Despite the chaos, he refused to give up. His determination pushed him forward as he struggled to chase down the radio. After an intense and frantic pursuit, he finally succeeded. The radio was in his hands at last.